The basic need of the human being in this earth is air, water, food, shelter. So, the fundamental needs of the human being is provided in this earth naturally. The air is in a form that we can't see. Also, it is not in our control. So, the air is controlled by the self automated functioning by the God. When we say the automation, it will intake and it will exhale the air at what percentage it should take in and out. The nature is deciding by the order of the God. Secondly, the water. So now the water and the food, when we are noticing these two, which is the most important for the human being to live, this need should be noticed and it should be taken because it is in our control of the mind. Only the air is not in our control, but when we come to the point of water, food, shelter, when I get thirsty, I am feeling that I have to drink some water. When I am hunger, I am feeling that I should take some food. So the hunger and the thirsty, we have to feel and we have to consume the both water and the food. How I know that I am in thirsty or I am in hunger? Just the basic understanding we all should know about this. The consumption of water is most important. Only when I am having the thirsty, I should take the water. Otherwise, the water will be affected. It will affect the internal organs. Likewise, when I am having hunger, I should take the food, or else I should not touch it. I should avoid. Normally, the human being scheduled the timing for the food morning, evening, and afternoon. The three timings, evening or night. But what the internal organs, how it is functioning is only when you are hunger you should take it, otherwise you should not. It may be morning or afternoon or evening. Here our health is perfected, maintained. So we are thinking that the hygienic food is healthier and unhygienic is reason for my illness. Not like that. When you not in thirsty or hunger, when you are not having the hungry, you should not take your food. You should not consume the water. So what will happen when I am not having hunger or thirsty? What will happen means the digestion will not be proper. The digestion will be in indigestion. there won't be proper digestion in my intestine. There won't be proper functioning of the digestion system. My total digestive system is now in improper manner. That's why our waste is not removed. For the most of the people will having the problem that digestion. The reason is this: in hunger I should take the food. When my stomach feels that the food is enough, I should cut it off. I should cut off. I should not take further the food. So that when you concentrating on the air, water, food, the air is not in your control, but water and food, there is two trigger point, that is the hunger and thirsty. When I am noticing these two and consuming it, my digestion will be proper. I will be having the proper sleeping, and there will be freshness in the morning. The waste removal will happen in a smooth, full manner. If the waste is not removed, if I am having improper digestion, it may be shows the result in the delay in my removal of the waste. In case in morning I am not went to toilet, I am unable to remove the waste. You can't, because it should happen naturally. You can't force it. So when I am eating a food forcefully, there I am facing the problem. My health issues begins here, the starting point of the unhealthy. So mind is most important. We should feel the thirstiness before consuming, and also while consuming the water I should drink it by steadily. I should not pour it, I should not force it, I should not pump it, not like that. Any food which is allowed to the human being, only these two points, the one is thirsty and the hunger, and the third, the sleep, will be automatically, it will be a eventful sleep when my digestion is proper, because I'm satisfied on my health, I'm satisfied on my digestion, I will not be worrying. So the mind is clearly sense you, it will call, it will intimate through the intuition that what you should do, when and how. The only thing we have to do is just noticing the mind. The past is past. We are not going to bother about the past, but we are concentrating on the future. From now, any issues in my health because of the indigestion, due to indigestion, my waste is not removed, so that the gas forming, and it is causing me pain, joint pains, and it is It is the reason for your cough, cold, and it finally come to the fever. So when we are trying to stop these symptoms because of the indigestion, I'm trying to stop my symptoms by the medicine. Why the symptoms of sneezing, cough? Because my waste is not removed. It trying to remove the waste through the mouth and the nose cavity. So through my large intestine the waste should be removed, but there it is stored for 1 or 2 days. It's because of the digestion. My waste is not removed. We should stop consuming food when the digestion is improper, because already the waste is adding. You are not going to remove it. Are you going to make surgery to remove your waste? It's a foolishness. It should remove naturally. So only way is the 1 or 2 time or the whole day till night I should not take any food. If necessary, if required, we can take some water. So digestion is a basic process in the human being, in a human body. This is not so complicated, but we are making it as a complicated one. Only the doctor only can understand the anatomy of the human body, not like that. Every human being is consuming food, water. Every human being should have this fundamental understanding, the base of the health. Why the food is not digested, how the indigestion is transforming into sickness in my body. I have to concentrate on that part. Naturally, I have to come out of my situation. Regularly, we are loading food. If a person living for 8 years, 80 years also the food is consumed by a person, water is consumed by a person. When the mind is not in peace, when mind is suffering, the internal organ will also suffer because of the mind. So the starting point of any sickness, illness, disease, the mind disease is the base. Mind is controlling the body and the body is not controlling the mind. When I am having a peace, I am comfort and I will be in a relaxing atmosphere. So I will not disturb anyone, and others will also disturb me. The mind comfort is the most precious health to the human being, more than the body. You have maybe a luxurious or you may be a poor, the both is having the mind. The both also consuming the food. So nature will not say that you are poor, you will be fall into sick, and you are luxury, you will be all right. Not like that. Both are also human being according to the God. So the poor and the rich is not by the body. The poor and rich is in this earth. But according to the universe, we are human being. In this world, we are showing some differences between the human being by the religion, caste, richness, poorness, by the status or social status, society symbol, and the common person, and the VIP and VVIP. These all are made by the human being, not by the God. God created human being as a soul, mind, body. We are making us proud because of our pride. What pride? My pride is that I am greater than others. I can do anything. Having the authority, having the manpower, having the money, whatever may be. In this earth, in this worldly life, what and all I have, what I own and owning now, from that I will be showing some pride. So there the mind is disturbed. God will not like the person who having pride and jealous. Pride is a mind disease. So whoever are in pride and jealous, for them the God is not responding. So when we are knowing, coming to know the truth, now we are listening to the God, and He is also listening, and we now seeking forgiveness, and we are realizing that our mind disease is the reason for the disease in my body. So when we are realizing, at that point the God is forgiving, and through the intuition the mind is controlled by the God, and we now responding to the God, and God is also responding. My digestion is also proper, my health is also maintained, and also there is no extreme condition in my health, and nothing to worry. The word from the God is nothing to worry. This gives me relaxation and peace to the mind. When I get the peace, I am humble and surrendering to the God. This is divine living. Divine living will guide from the source, from the godliness. So where is this speeches all are coming from? It's coming from the God's guidance. The God's guidance is coming from the soul. Soul is kept as an intuition. The intuition will be talking to us how to speak, how to give this message to everyone. So there are links between internal organ to the external, and between the internal and external the mind is controlling in and out how I am behaving, my attitude, my character. If I am in good character, Definitely, God will not leave to the worst situation. When the mind is in peace, I am in good character. My good character is that I am respecting others, I am got guided by the God, and I will be following the true path and will be speaking the truth, not the fake or the false one. So, not only this to you, not only to the individual, it's to the your family and your society. This message, but for whom the God wills, He only decide how this message going to be transformed in your life, how it is going to be, how you going to form the mind into peaceful. That only God knows, only He for whom He wills, only that will happen. The believers, the person, the God calls them as a believer. Those who believe in this truth, let them believe. So we are not going to equate God. We are following God by the true path, by the faith living. Through the faith, He will guide us through the intuition. Only by feel, not by material. The God is one. We should remember that. To the entire humanity, the God is one. Let the God give us more wisdom throughout our life, especially from now. He accepted our prayer by the mind, and let Him take our health in His control and let Him guide us forever till our last breath. God is sufficient. All glory be to the God.